Good afternoon. You're welcome to the news at 2 on Ogtv. Doinsola Ogunbadewa is my name. You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, on YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: on X at Ogun TV, on Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. Justice Joyce Abdul Malik of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Wednesday stopped the Central Bank of Nigeria from further releasing monthly financial allocations to Rivers State government. The presiding judge held that the presentation of the 2024 budget by Governor Siminalayi Fubara before a 4-member Rivers House of Assembly was an affront to the constitutional provision. She described the receipt and disbursement of monthly allocations since January this year by Fubara as a constitutional somersault and aberration that must not be allowed to continue. Justice Abdul Malik also held that Fubara's action in implementing an unlawful budget marked gross violations of the 1999 Constitution he swore to protect. She proceeded to restrain the CBN Accountants General of the Federation, Zenith Bank and Access Bank from further allowing Fubara to access money from the Consolidated Revenue and Federation accounts. The Ogun State Independent Electoral Commission, OGSEC, has welcomed the recent judgments by the Ogun State High Court, marking a significant milestone in the ongoing commitment to an equitable electoral process in the state. The ruling delivered by Honorable Justice T.A. Okunshoku affirms OGCX's authority to conduct the local government elections scheduled for November 16, 2024, and validates that OGCX has acted in full compliance with constitutional and electoral guidelines. This judgment, in a statement by Chairman of the electoral body, Babatunde Oshibodo, reinforces OGCX mandates to ensure free, fair and transparent, credible elections. It reaffirms that OGCX is dedicated to creating a level playing field for all political parties, and thus the ruling not only supports its procedures but also emphasizes its responsibility to uphold the election timetable. It adds that as the election date draws near, all political parties, candidates and citizens are urged to prepare for a peaceful and orderly polling process. OGCX also enjoins all registered voters to come out en masse on November 16 to cast their votes. Ogun State's Governor Prince Abeokuta has assured people of the state that the 2025 budget will give adequate consideration for the basic needs while targeting all-round development of the state. Governor Abeokuta stated this during his citizen engagement meetings held in Ogun West senatorial districts as part of preparation for the 2025 budget. The engagement, which was held at Frontier Hotel Hall in Ilaro, had in attendance royal fathers, community leaders, women groups and associations, among others.
Prince Dapo Abiodun, represented by the State Commissioner for Finance Dapo Okubadejo at the meetings, told the people that his administration was irrevocably committed to participatory and all-inclusive
construction of our palace, I do
The State Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Olaolu Olabimton, said the current administration in the state remain committed towards consolidating on global best practices by accommodating some key inputs gathered during the town hall meetings across all the 4 divisions of the state.
Accountable leadership, enhanced productivity and connectivity, enhanced value chain, equity and enhanced human capital development, healthcare facilities for all overseas
religious leaders, with youths not left out, one after the other, submitted their inputs.
Computer road from Imashai to Ayetoro, from Abeokuta to Igbogila, from Ijaleketu to Igbokofi, and from Ayetoro, Ijakasale, Ijakaoke, especially the bridge across the Yewa.
Ogun State Head of Service, Kende Onosanya, appreciated the initiative, saying the state is in safe haven with such engagements.
Inputs and robust feedbacks are basic ingredients of a focused and qualitative governance. You will have observed that the inclusive approach to governance of this administration is legendary. So what we are seeing here at play is people-oriented governance in the making.
Responding to the request of the people, the State Commissioner for Finance, Dapo Okubadejo, said the budget will be a legacy of hope, financial stability, fiscal prudence, and drastic reduction in poverty by strengthening all regulatory and institutional frameworks that are crucial to the preservation of the state's rich cultural, financial, and historical heritage.
Ogun State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology has announced that all public and private primary and secondary schools, as well as government science and technical colleges in Ogun State, are to proceed on mid-term holiday. In a statement by the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abeokuta, the mid-term holiday for first term 2024-2025 academic session begins from Thursday, 31st October to Friday, 1st November 2024. Schools are expected to resume for academic activities on Monday, 4th November 2024. Parents and guardians are enjoined to take adequate care of their wards during this holiday. A total of 186 students who have excelled in character and learning were released to the world as Queensland University, Abeokuta, held its 6th graduation for the 2023-2024 academic session. 25 of this number made first class, while 18 were awarded by the Board of Trustees as best graduating students. At the convocation, the Vice Chancellor of Queensland University, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola, noted that the graduates are products of functional education, which has equipped them to be locally relevant and globally acknowledged. Kim Ago witnessed the ceremony and now reports.
A gathering of academics, royal fathers, top government officials and notable dignitaries from various walks of life at the auditorium, Queensland University, Abeokuta, for the 6th convocation ceremony, as a total number of 186 students were turned out, with 25 first-class students from various fields. In a convocation lecture titled Regional System and Youth Development, Engineer Umar Bubabindri champed on the need for improved foundational literacy and numeracy, which are key to building a solid educational system.
We are yet to realize that to achieve all these good things, everything firmly depends on the quality, vibrance, connectivity, and efficiency of our human capital and also knowledge. Based on fantastic research, evolution of technology, and then using it to innovate as an ecosystem.
Vice Chancellor of Queensland University, Professor Chinedum Peace Babalola, highlighted the rapid improvement made by the institution in its 9-year sojourn, which include not limited to the academic programs, students' development, alumni relations, strategic partnerships, among the other landmarks achievements, while expressing gratitude to both academic and non-academic staffs, as well as parents of the graduates, for their unwavering support and trust in the citadel of learning.
Queensland University's excellence extends to international standards, as demonstrated by our 100% pass rate in the EC Council exams by cybersecurity, an internationally recognized examination. This achievement reflects our commitment to equipping students with skills and knowledge necessary to thrive in today's rapidly evolving digital space.
Graduates said though the journey was not easy, they are happy it's turned out a success in the long run.
I started here 4 years ago in 2020, and it was a really long journey and it was really hard, but I thank God for helping me, for surrounding me with good people, amazing lecturers, good friends, and yes, it was an amazing journey.
I'm so happy to be one of the graduates here. I graduated with software engineering, BSc, science, second class.
Goodwill messages were received from other higher institutions of learning as graduates were led to receive the Chancellor's handshake. Nkem Agu, Ogtv News.
Ogun State government has reiterated its commitment to ensuring that the agricultural sector is boosted through adoption of international modern practices. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Honorable Bolu Owotamo, made this known at a policy engagement and stakeholders dialogue on the adoption and scaling of standard weights and measures held at Ogtv office in Diaba, Abeokuta. Ayodeji Tomori Uluwumi completes the report.
This is a policy engagement and stakeholders dialogue to ensure the adoption of international and standard ways of measurement of farm produce in weights and measures. While declaring the dialogue open, Ogun State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Kehinde Jokotoye, said the state is committed to creating a conducive environment for equitable and prosperous agricultural sector in the state.
Nigerian farmers remain undervalued and often struggle to have their voices heard. One of the ways we can address this challenge is by ensuring a transparent and fair market system where farmers receive the true value of their hard work. A significant factor in achieving this fairness lies in the adoption and enforcement of standard weights and measures.
Delivering their welcome addresses, the representative of the National Program Coordinator, Sunday Agama, and Ogun State Acting Program Coordinator of Value Chain Development Program, Temitope Ajishafe, say the engagement is key to achieving sustainable food security in the country.
We all know that this CDP objective is to ensure that incomes and food security are enhanced on a sustainable basis for farmers, producers, and marketers.
The off-takers themselves will be satisfied with what our farmers is giving to them. We want also our farmers to be protected and to be satisfied with what is given to them too. And that is why weight and measure is very much important.
Stakeholders say the dialogue is the right step at the right time to intensify food security and to assure fair transactions between farmers and buyers.
Unit of measurement of trading international is not in our bowls that we are using in our markets, but they are in kilograms, in tons. The way our forefathers were doing things before, once they finish their produce, by the time they want to sell, they cannot even break to know the amount of tonnage they've sold in a meter.
The engagement later went into technical session, where discussions on ways to achieve the set goals of adopting and scaling weights and measures were suggested. Ayodeji Tomori Olumumi, Ogtv News.
There was a massive turnout of opinion leaders, socio-political groups and traditional rulers in Iwekoro local government area of Ogun State as the All Progressives Congress began its local government electioneering. Over 100 supporters of the People's Democratic Party defected to the ruling APC, acknowledged the performance of Honorable Sikiru Adesina in his first term as the chairman of Iwekoro local government. Ferreira Adesanwo reports.
The taste of the pudding, they say, is in the eating. Like a carnival, they came out en masse to endorse the candidacy of Honorable Sikiru Adesina and Murat Aliyu, the flag bearers of the All Progressive Congress in Iwekoro local government area of Ogun State.
That I'm having another opportunity because I'm very sure APC is going to win this election. So definitely, if I have the opportunity, I will perform wonder.
Sure, we are in good condition. All those people that they needed empowerment, I make sure they give them empowerment. Even the children, the students, make sure we carry them along.
Big wigs in the political arena are all aligned behind a man whose antecedents, they say, had brought a lot of goodies to every ward in the local government area.
Came around and they read all these things to them and told us the location of each project. And surprisingly, nobody among all the members of the Apex body could get up and say, this project you said you did in my ward, you did not do it. And to me, that was a plus for him.
The grace of God is going to emerge as the next chairman of Iwekoro local government. In his first term, he did very well, and that is why we are supporting him.
The traditional rulers led by Oba Fatai Akorede Akamo prayed for the success of Honorable Adesina and his team in the forthcoming local government election in Ogun State.
We love God now. We continue to love him. Alone in this local government, he gave us 3 fantastic projects. The first one was Dangote Cement, the second one was the Abeokuta Road, and the third one is the River Dry Port.
Elders and village heads give reasons for the total support being given to the APC candidates.
Like almost 40 projects, so there's nothing like rewarding him back. So all our royal fathers are so happy that the governor eventually gave us SK back, because it's like they want to now show him that if you work well, you will be supported by good vote.
The English people say one good turn deserves another, which in the political circle they always say one good term serve a second term.
About 100 supporters of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Abeokuta local government are the flag of the campaign of the APC candidates was carpeted, citing their records of service delivery, which they dubbed as very impressive. Adefurura Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
Faithfuls have been reminded to live a life that pleases God. Alhaji Idris Oyeyemi made this charge at the burial of Mama Sariyu Alao, who died at the age of 129 years. Muslim faithful present include the Yasuna of Ogun State, Princess Adebisi Ediunsere, and other Islamic clerics. Ayodeji Tomori Oluwumi has more of the report.
The end of the journey for Mama Sariyu Alao after 129 years on earth. Muslim clerics, Muslim faithfuls, including the Yasuna of Ogun State, Princess Khadijat Adebisi Ediunsere, gathered to appreciate Almighty Allah on behalf of the deceased for a life well spent, reminding all in attendance that death is inevitable. Alhaji Idris Oyeyemi admonished that living for God should be the utmost priority.
Just as Mama Sariyu had gone back to her Creator, so will it be for all mortals at the appointed time.
Family members of the deceased say Mama Sariyu Alao was a woman who feared God and lived a humble life.
My grandmother is a very good woman and a very gentle one, but very inquisitive. So all the teachings that she taught me while she was alive made me what I am today. I love my grandmother seriously. I love her seriously.
She was accommodating to us all. Only close relatives knew we were half siblings. I'm going to miss her a lot. She was a good woman. May Almighty Allah grant her Al-Jannah Firdaus and watch over all that she left.
Mama Sariyu Alao died on the 29th of October 2024. Ayodeji Tomori Oluwumi, Ogtv News.
On the foreign scene, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez says, "We won't abandon you," in an address to the nation after flash flooding killed at least 62 people in the country's southeast. Footage uploaded to social media shows floodwaters causing chaos, knocking down bridges and dragging cars through the streets. In the town of Chiva, near Valencia, a tourist hotspot, more than a year's worth of rain fell in just 8 hours. Over 100,000 households are without electricity, a local provider says, as football matches and trains have been cancelled across the region. Victor Osimhen has confirmed he will not be joining Chelsea during the January transfer window, stating his commitment